go. Welcome, everybody. This is Ham Nuggets. We're going to do a live continuing education demonstration. So get your handbooks ready, get your certificates filled out in blue ink with the proper government IDs associated with them from top to bottom. And then we will be able to submit them by the end to prove that you have sat through yet another hour of continuing education in your life.
That is blue or blue-black ink.
I don't know if they accept the black ink. It might look like it's just been phoned in on a computer.
I doubt that anyone there would notice.
We can't do that. I am having internet connectivity issues. I am like right on the borderline of being able to do this tonight. So if it fails, I'll still be able to do the HF activation. But I wanted to go over some of the stuff in the beginning. We're going to have a giveaway as usual, and that might fill some gap time while I reboot my router, because rebooting computers is always the answer to every IT problem.
It's the thing we do, yeah.
Jim reminded me right before the stream. I'm going to be using my G90 radio because any radio will get this done. I'm going to be using a chameleon antenna because they just sent in this 25-foot whip, and I'm all Twitter-pated about it and must use all the latest new things. However, I'm going to use the G90's tuner, and I'm going to be lazy about it because this is about POTA continuing education, not about how to tune a telescopic whip continuing education. This whip is 25 feet, which is 7.62 millimeters, which would get you on the 30-meter band resonantly. I just made that word up.
Resonantly?
Resonantly. Well, it's not a resident antenna. It doesn't live here at the park. It lives with me. It is a resonant antenna. And it's resonant on 30, 20, 17, 15, 12, 11, 10, 6, and 2 meters at least. And there might be a way to get like a 5/8 wave on 70 centimeters. That would be pretty cool, but that's beyond the scope of today's video. I'm also using the Gable tripod because I like it, and some ABR Industries coax because I like it, and I made my own ground radials.
So I got two things I want to mention before you get too far down the road.
Sure.
Number one, what's the frequency, Kenneth? Because they're already asking that.
I don't know because the antenna's here.
Okay.
I thought that might be fairly obvious to those at home looking at the antenna in my hand.
That was James. I mean, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, James. James, you're going to have to take the version of the class beneath this. This is
Remedial
101.
Detention for you, James, for not paying attention.
Welcome,
the second
James.
question is, how exactly we're going to do this giveaway? Because
there's that tool in the group that you, me, and Hayden share that we can try.
Okay.
And if not, I'll just close my eyes and I'll tell you the 7th comment on the screen.
That's going to be awkward.
We're using a new streaming platform. StreamYard's the one that has the giveaway tool that you all have come to know and love, where you type a special keyword in the comment. There's thousands of them out there, but this will be a new test run, as we do on Nuggets, for a giveaway. And the giveaway is the Chameleon Lightweight End-Fed Sloper 80 through 10. This is 130 some feet of wire. It's got a little, it's backwards. It's got a winder. I was showing you the winder while trying to show you the thing that the winder is hiding. I don't want to open the bag and ruin it for somebody when they get it. But it's got a little compensation coil in there to get you closer in on 10 meters. It's got a coax cap for some reason. Oh, it's an SO239 connector on the winder, and that looks like it's a 240 toroid. So this thing can handle some power. Without looking at the website, I would guess it could handle 100 watts of digital fairly easily, but check the website out for absolute descriptivity. I will not be shipping that out until sometime next week when I leave this park, because we've got a week's worth of activities planned.
So I got good news and I got bad news.
I got good news. I got bad news. What's that?
The good news is it looks like it'll probably work. The bad news is I can't do comments as you, buddy, because I need to log into your Google account to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, let me do something here. Would you care to talk about something, or do you want to go through getting signed up on the POTA.app website?
I stay signed into POTA.app because, as you all know, I support POTA.
Because that's the place to start, is to get an account on POTA.app.
Then yeah, let me I'm getting signed in right now.
And then we have to find a park.
All right, well, you get set up. I'm going to steal the screen.
Okay.
If I can figure out how to do that in this newfangled dingus that you've got.
It's on the screen share is on the bottom, and then the sources on the side.
It's weird. That was dramatic license.
Ah, okay. Well, I gave you a dramatic scolding too.
Yeah. Reboot your router.
Thank you. Is it bad already?
No, I just told you that because you're flapping your jaws and I'm IT trying to tell you just reboot your router and quit talking to me, please. Close the damn ticket. All right, so a lot of love between me and Sparky. Cabin 13, always.
Oh yeah, forever.
So okay, yes, you do cookies. I love this website. The POTA people have done a smoking good job with this website. It's really sweet because you can filter what you're looking at by band. You can filter by mode. I don't know what program is. I guess that's okay. That's country.
Yes.
And then there's a couple other things if you've hunted them before or whatever. So I guess people I've hunted, I can hide, so I won't hunt them again. I don't really care nearly that much, but and you can sort it by time
Yes,
and
there's a
free.
little checkbox next to their call sign park number checkbox at the top of each
Yep,
card,
right
and
there.
that's
Not
how you
hunted.
hunt them, I think. Yeah. So
Not
check
yeah.
them
That
as you hunt through, which is nice.
that means not hunted. You can also sort this by time, by park number, by region, by who spotted them, mode, frequency, activator, so on and so forth. So it's pretty cool. It keeps up with, and as you know, I've only ever done one real POTA in my life, but it does keep up with all your hunting activities as well and your awards if you are a POTA activator as well. So this is obviously mine, and you can see I am a
The one
hunter,
activation.
a hunter of some note, a hunter
Womp
of
womp
well,
womp.
one park. I've
Yeah.
activated the park multiple times. Um, so this is from Huntsville last year. Parks activated, park to park versus my hunted states you've gotten and activated states, and of course I have exactly one. But anyway, that's the POTA.app website, and of course you can go back to the regular view.
So the important thing here is that if you are being a POTA hunter, this will give you all the stations that you can hunt. There are probably stations that aren't spotted, so you can also
Yeah,
spin the dial the old-fashioned way without a
yeah.
waterfall, uphill in the snow both ways. But when you get to a park, if you have internet access, it's cool to do park to park, which is where I make a contact in my park to Jim in his park, and then we get some special credit for that in the awards program.
And look who is out doing POTA right now.
POTA Papa,
James.
KEHPZN,
HRAG. HRAG. Yeah.
ham radio adventure guy. He does one or two a day every day.
I mean, if I didn't work, I could maybe do that if I cared.
Right.
But anyway, and
All
you can
right.
hover over the name or the call sign rather, and it will show you their name and all their stats and so on. And pretty much he's the Cal Ripken of
Right.
POTA activations.
2131. You can tell I'm
That's
from Maryland.
it's the only credit I will ever give to the Baltimore Orioles. But it's a pretty cool website, and it's easy to sign up. I signed in with my Google Creds, and
Yes.
you can get your stats here if you want more detail. So I've had 64 QSOs with 44 parks in Canada, 2 Alaskas, so on and so forth. 1,064, 46 in the United States, with 676 unique parks. So that's pretty cool. You can come up here and see your activations, and you can see that I activated Montesano State Park 3 times.
Nice.
And my hunter log and my log uploads, and then your account settings and so on. So
And
that's
you can also really, cheesily skeeve in on other people and see what they're doing. So if you type my call sign in the top, you can get my data. Ta-da! That's me.
oh, it shows pictures for yours. Well, I
Yeah,
guess
there's
because
a way to
I'm
see your own. It's just because you're logged in. It's
yeah.
different.
Here's your. How in the hell do you say that word?
Oh, I don't know. We have been joking about this. I'm actually in this forest right now. We call it the uncomprehensible
Yeah,
national forest.
that's what I'd call it.
Somebody told me how to pronounce it. There's like 27 syllables on the screen right now, but it's only like two.
I would guess it's probably uncompare. Yeah.
You added a P.
Well, there's a P in there.
Yeah.
Uncamare? Uncamupfree?
Uncompahgre. I don't know. We just call it the uncomprehensible. I called it
Yeah.
the unpronounceable national forest for a while, and then N8YO Mike corrected me.
So you can see all of Steve's stats here. He's got a kilo. That's from
Uncompadre.
Montesano.
There you go.
He's a support your
I have,
parks activator and a hunter. So pretty neat. And he's got his little picture in there. All right. Did you get signed in yet?
So I am, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. We need to, you can keep sharing. We need to find a park. And actually, that would be better if I did it. Let me do it on my side.
Okay.
And I can do share this tab instead. And the reason why, because I think it's going to pop out. This is mine. It does have dark mode, in case you're not a heathen like Jim. If I go to the map,
I did not know that.
They call it late shift mode, because late shift in Parks on the Air is when you are activating at the beginning in the Americas. If you're activating at the beginning of the UTC day, because all of your stats happen on a 24-hour basis, and the clock resets at the beginning of the UTC day. And so we might actually get the rollover if it hasn't happened already. I don't want to add a spot. I want to look at the map. I'm not sure how close I am to the UTC day. So I haven't given it location permission yet. So it thinks I'm in the middle. I think it's like 00 is where it thinks I am. And then why is it not doing location services? Yeah, location is on. Let's try to refresh it, see what happens.
Why don't you just zoom out? 00 is in the ocean.
Yes. So I'm going to go to United States. So there we go.
Well, this is awkward. Somebody's internet has died, and his name does not rhyme with Jim. His name rhymes with weave. I hear audio.
Oh, we're back.
Yep, we're back. Don't swear much.
Right. All right. So I tried zooming in a bit, and it went a little crazy. Let's do that again. Look at all those parks in Colorado.
Yeah.
And I am not familiar with Colorado geography, but we're somewhere around the Gunnison National Forest. I think would put us down here. Browns Lake. Montrose. There we go. Okay, so I am near Ridgway. Is this it? Ridgway State Park is where I am. So that's how you find your park. You just start searching around on the map. Chances are, if it's a official state park or federal park, National Park Service or wildlife management area or conservation area or state wildlife management area or fish hatchery or something like that, it's going to be an official park. And then you can kind of work your way backwards, like come up in here and type the name of the park in the search box. But what I like to do is I'll set a route in Google Maps, and then I'll go look as I'm driving across the country, and then I'll go look in the POTA website, and I'll look for parks that are really close to my route along the road, and take it from there.
Now we have a couple questions. Are you ready for some questions?
Do it.
All right. Frank asked, when you pull up the park info, it will tell you times for the late shift for that park.
Nice.
It wasn't really a question. It was a declarative. And then somebody else, there we go. Portable Ham had an interrogative. He wanted to know, what logging software are you using? I use Hammers. Are you too?
Yeah, I use Hammers because I like it. There are other programs out there, and we can fight about this in the comments, not the chat of the live stream, in the comments below the video, and we'll go round for round. There's Polo Portable Logger, which is really nice. The new version of Hammers will download the park database offline, so if you are not connected, you can use your GPS to find out what park you're in if you're in a park and don't know the park number or something along those lines. Polo does that. Polo has some other features. If you make a contact with me, Polo knows that I'm a YouTuber and will give me a special icon. And there's all kinds of little Easter
What?
eggs in it. It'll do it for you too, probably.
Hmm.
And then there is World Radio League, and James is going to give a class at
Yep.
4 days in August about how to use that. James from Ham Radio Prep, the developer of the software, is going to do a demo of the software and how to use it. But I'm just going to use hammers tonight for this. So what I've done now is I've found the park that I'm currently sitting in, because I'm too stupid to know the name of the park that I'm sitting in, by looking at the website and telling me where to go to find the park. But it's giving me something that's very important on here, and that is the park number of US 1235. So
Now,
I can open up hammers.
Jerry has been a member for 32 months.
Thank you, Jerry.
KE4TTS, and he just used his member super chat, and he said, "Hello, all. Have a good time in Colorado."
Speaking of members, membership has
Thank you,
its
Jerry.
privileges.
It
The
does.
daughter boards, the Toads daughter boards, have arrived, and
Woo
members
woo.
have access to a 20% off discount. And those of you that are not members get to pay, regular price, which is also still affordable. But you can get those at temporarylyoffline.com. And the daughter boards will connect your 6-pin radio, which is your ICOM Kenwood and Yaesu radios, and it's the older style. And if you have one of the newer style Yaesu mobiles with the 10-pin, there is a 10-pin to 6-pin adapter cable readily available. So, oh, hi, Jim. Yes, that's hammers. It's actually ham radio software, but we all just call it hammers because, we're easygoing people. Replace with window of hammers. And hammers is a desktop application as well as a mobile application as well as a
Yep.
tablet. It's every platform. It runs on Linux, Windows, iPad, Mac OS, and Android. I like it because it's lightweight and simple, and I like my software to get out of my way and let me do things. So this is the intro setup for it. KM9G is my call
While you're
sign.
doing that, keep typing.
Yes. English.
We can see you type, and we're all smart enough to figure that out. Dave KB5UTY has been a member for a month. He's still waiting to see you on his ham alert for POTA.
Oh, you missed it today.
Bill Rogers has been a member for 6 months. He just ordered his DI board, I would assume is what he's talking about.
Yes.
Chuck Miller became a member at the tech level. Charles, thank you. Or Chuck. And then our friend Scott, Ham Till It Hurts, has been a member for 10 months. And he said the Ridgeway film set for John Wayne True Grit, which is one of the top 5 Westerns in the world. It's not the top 1, just saying.
So that grid square thing is why.
Go away. This thing does weird things on the comments.
So Hammers for a while now has not been doing the QSO maps. And I think it can't do the QSO maps because it doesn't have grid squares, and it can't do grid squares because a QRZ free plan doesn't do the lookup, and that's why it stopped working. So it says consider using HamDB, and then it chooses HamDB as the default anyway, which is what I'm going to do. But I put my passwords in there for QRZ.com and for HamQTH. Whatever that is. So I'm going to create my profile.
Bricker
and then
has been a member for 8 months. Might as well use it or lose it. And VK4 GEO, that was a terrible attempt at an Aussie accent. Sharing? Has been a member for 3 months. Darren, thank you. And I apologize for that horrible attempt at an Aussie accent. And James, KI5OEB, has been a member for 40 months. Thanks, Tio and Jim, for the Nugget stream. You're welcome, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you, James. So my screen stopped sharing in the middle of that for some reason on my end.
I'm still looking at hammers.
Yeah, I just restarted the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
IT guy. I rebooted. I know my business.
There you go. There you go.
So I do a new logbook, and I always call the logbook the name of the park, the reference of the park, US 1235. And then there are a bunch of templates: POTA, SOTA, Winter Field Day, or Custom. And it changes the fields that you can fill out. You can use any one of these for any one of these, but use the one for the program that you're in because it gives you a little bit of extra stuff to make your life a little bit easier. So I'm going to create a logbook.
Jay has been a member for 10 months. He said I can use my Illinois accent for his comment. And James, these guys are pretty cool. I kind of miss Illinois in some ways, and in some ways I don't.
Right. Okay.
I don't miss snow.
This is a new version of the software, and I haven't run the software on the desktop in a while, but this is pretty cool. So it tells me the current Zulu time. So I know that I am 40 minutes away from the new Zulu day by looking at my screen in this corner here, and by looking at the reference that Frank told us about where it tells you the Zulu time, which I think is 0100. No frequency. I don't know what frequency, but you can choose frequency or band. Usually I just do band because then I can change my frequency without having to change my logbook any, and it will remember this for every subsequent entry. I like 20 meters. I'm probably going to try and start there, but it's late in the day, so maybe not able to do that. I am going to do SSB mode. I usually don't put in my power, but I can. It doesn't help or hurt anything. My call is KM9G. And if you're activating a club call, you can put in your club call here as well. If you're activating the club call, you need to give it to the club coordinator to upload. You can't upload it yourself. So if you're doing a KTOADS activation, I encourage you to use the club call sign to do an activation when you go out. Send me the logs. I will upload them for you. No park, US-1235. So now that's my park.
Aloysius said to put a date on your title if you plan to going to that park more than once, and that is an excellent pro tip.
Pro tip, yes, pro tip.
Because Aloysius is a big-time POTA guy.
Yes. And that's one of the things that POTA wants you to do is upload a log per activation. If your activation spans multiple days in the same session, you can do that and it will figure it all out. So you can do it the old-fashioned way, but I don't know how it handles uploading two different files. I've never tried it. It probably is fantastic. Two different file names. No, sorry. Two different sessions. So like I do one today and I do one 3 months from now, but I do it in the same log and then I upload it. So the first one's already been uploaded 3 months ago, and now I upload this one, which has those duplicates in it. I bet it's very smart, but I haven't tried it because I have mechanical empathy, and I would like to just keep one log per activation, but that's me.
Right.
So I have no entries because I have no radios set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start that giveaway of the chameleon antenna. Let's
IP a lot asked me to give him a Kiwi accent. I'm not sure I can. Nope. Ain't got it. I don't know what that was. It was like some kind of Cockney Scottish Alabama thing. I'm not sure what that was. I apologize.
So
I just insulted all of New Zealand with that.
Right. It handles it fine. Awesome. Thank you, Frank. So I'm going to use the keyword LEFS, lightweight end-fed sloper, LEFS. I don't know why they did. Well, I guess end-fed is technically two words, but I always use end-fed as one word. So LEFS in the chat. I will type it in myself and we'll put it on the screen so you know what it was supposed to look like. And then it's going to say Lefs over Jim. That's Jim's name now, is Lefs. Hey, Lefs, how's it going? And then I don't know how this tool is going to work, so I'm going to hide that so that y'all can get a better view of the screen while I set up the antenna, because I'm going to try something fun on my side also. So that's gone. And then can I make me bigger? I can make me a little bit bigger. That's not big enough. Let's do this. But Jim, nobody puts Jim in a corner.
I'm fine with that. I'm good.
And then I'm going to switch cameras over to the nauseating camera that follows me. And I'm going to go set up my station while we're talking about that.
Oh, I can do that too. You ain't special. You ain't my real dad.
People complain. Some people are like, man, I love your camera. It's so awesome that it follows you. It's like you have your own little producer with you and everything. That's so cool. Other people are like, man, I hate that camera. Can't please everybody. So you got to please yourself.
Right. Was it capital or lowercase? Because I see several people in lower and some in upper. And
I think it's actually just going to do any comments at all.
Case insensitive. Okay.
I think it's any. I think if you just put any words in whatsoever, it will be fine. But I wanted to have a body of comments to pick. So what I'm doing now is I am assembling my tripod, and this thing folds up really tiny. It was inside of this bag, and then it has extendable legs to give it a stronger footprint. And so now it's not going to so easily fall over. And then the legs are adjustable for their splay, their dysplasia. So, and then it's got a SO239 that comes out of the bottom, and this one has 3/8 24 that comes out the top, but there's also a SO239 to SO239. And yes, Jody, I take up way too much headspace in people's brains with stuff that they really shouldn't care about too much. So that's the whip on the tripod. Now let's see how well this follows. Because I'm gonna stand this up. Look overhead whenever you set up a vertical, because one of our POTA brethren recently ran into an untimely silent key situation because he put his fiberglass mast up in the air and
We call that a non-positive
hit a power
outcome in the
line.
fire department.
Right. So I have checked overhead. The only thing overhead is my own awning for my RV here at the campsite.
Is that a tent next on the other side of your pad there?
That's N8YO's tent.
What?
And we are 4 campsites, eight campers deep. Oh, it is windy.
That looks like that's going to have a non-positive outcome too.
Yeah. So we will give this some artificial support.
I'll get Mike to hold it.
Mike's not here. They're out at dinner.
Oh. Tio, what camera is this that you're on? This is a DJI?
This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So I'm bringing some extra bungees to the table here too. Bungees are worth an extra 3 dB.
The camera's tracking really well too, even at the distance you're at.
So that should help bring the whip closer to the bike. There we go. All right, so that's the tripod and the whip. And now I need coax to get from here to there. And I have no idea. Let me look at the giveaway tool. Does it say anything? It says 160 people watching. Let me switch screens over to that. So figure out how to do this stuff on a new stream tool. And I'm going to hit this continue button and see what happens next. We're going to do this all together. Oh, giveaway title.
So I guess nothing actually happened, right?
Lefts. Yeah, so we might have to type in something else again. One winner, no substitutes. Prizes are fine. Exclude duplicates. Nice. Minimum of mentions. Minutes of mentions.
Minimum one mention.
One mention. Oh, type the comment 5 times, people. I'm joking. I mean, you can, but filter by hashtag. There we go. So we didn't do pound lefts, but we'll be fine. I won't change the terms of the giveaway mid-giveaway. Don't worry. This is pretty cool. Filter by @mention. Ooh, everybody do @FEP Labs Radio and call him a stinker. Then we'll give away.
I mean, you
bonus
can,
and
but
extra
he's
chances. Ooh, I can manually enter new participants or extra chances by stories. I don't know how to do that, but I could give my buddy James an extra chance. I'm not going to. That would be unfair. Love you, James, but sorry. Block list. Ooh, I can keep Frank out of this.
KG6NLW on the blacklist.
Oh, thank you. KG6NLW.
Well, I think it's probably got to be his YouTube name.
Ooh, countdown, spinning names. It probably does. Wheel of Fortune.
Hello, Don.
We have done this. We have done the spinning names before. Let's do Wheel of Fortune. Just to see what that looks like.
Did we ever stream? I think we streamed with this once when we were playing with this a year ago or whenever.
We did, and we didn't find this giveaway tool.
You didn't want to do it because you said it was.
Okay, well, if we found this giveaway tool, we tried a different one. We tried Nightbot, and Nightbot has been terrorizing us ever since, yelling at people for typing in their call signs.
Corey N1XWS has been a member for 6 months. He says, "Happy POTA night."
Thank you, Corey. All right, so I'm going to hit confirm, and we'll see what happens now. And then I'm going to hit start.
Okay, so.
And I guess I have to hit spin then.
Let some people type LEFS again.
Spin.
I mean, I wouldn't mind this antenna either. I have room for it.
Did you type your name in? Did you type any comments at all? Watch you win anyway.
Should.
Dane, the portable ham, Dane. Awesome. Congratulations. Wheel of Fortune is interesting.
Okay. View all wieners.
If not, just a little tiny bit disappointing.
It was a little more sizzle than it was sauce on that, yeah.
I like the carousel of names, but maybe I'm just a cranky old man.
You think? And Frank has put a message in the chat to fill out that form to receive your
thank
prize.
You, Frank. Frank, you are
Portable
on top of your game.
So please fill that out. Thank you.
This is the ABR coax, and it has an integrated choke,
that.
and that helps It helps choke out stray RF. It helps stop your coax from acting as a counterpoise to your antenna. And so I'm over here at the bottom of the tripod where that coax center comes out, and I put the choke towards the antenna as opposed to towards the
Hayden,
radio. And
good eye, mate.
I have a debate in my own head as to whether that actually makes any difference or not. I think that it might. I'm going to use the wrong word. It might inductively couple or capacitively couple with the coax anyway. And then I do the. Am I still in? Oh wow, I'm still on camera. I walked all the way over here. I do the over under method for coax, and I don't like to leave my coax bundled up. I have to prove this to myself, but that it affects your SWR to leave the coax bundled up. Like 9 perfect turns of coax is an ugly balance, but less than or more is what I was told. But I don't know whether I believe that or not. So now I have the antenna and the coax set up. Next up is the ground radials, which I keep on a 3D printed winder. But you can just as easily get some kite winders off of Amazon, like, the kind of kites that you fly, kites. So, and this is that same.
Hayden's up in this house too. Just saying.
Awesome.
Got an Aussie in here, another Aussie. They're taking over.
This is that silicone wire that we get from BN TechGo, and that means that I can just do this whole. I'm just unwinding it in a pile here on the ground in front of me, and then I can spread out the radials. But with this G90 and its magical tuner, I don't actually need to even spread out the radials. I just need to have a straight line of them. And that will do just fine.
Speaking of radials, what I found interesting is Callum released a video, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, that's the Lord Commander himself.
Shame on you, yeah.
Very smart guy. Weird hair, but very smart guy.
He stopped that.
Is it growing out? I hadn't noticed. He had a mohawk for a while. So Callum is now recommending 2-meter radials, and just throw them out there somewhere.
2 meter only?
He's saying 2 meter, 7 foot, 2 meter, whatever you want to call it. I'm using both terms for our overseas friends, and 7 feet for the Americans. Yeah, he's saying use 2-meter radials and just throw out a bunch of them. They're fine. Good enough.
This is the bag that I keep all that stuff in. I keep my Denko battery, which we're going to use. We haven't gotten to that yet. The tripod, the coax, and the counterpoise, all inside this bag. This one comes from Gigaparts, and if you use code KM9G at the checkout, you get 5% off. But their affiliate system is really weird, so you have to go hunt for the product and then type it in, and not all the products on their store are eligible for. So, type it in. It doesn't hurt you to type it in. And you may or may not work.
I hate to interrupt you again.
What?
Because you're kind of on a roll. There's a lot of questions in the chat about the validity of that drawing.
What drawing? Why?
The Wheel of Fortune, because 90% of them didn't see their name on the Wheel of Feelings. And
yes, there's 184 of you watching. I love each and every one of you, but the wheel is this big and has room for 12 things. So it's a spinning magical graphic. It's not, yeah.
Just go with the metaphor, folks.
I will tell you what, take it up with Dane when he receives the antenna, then he can, give it away again or not. That's a little bent. My G90 with its bling knobs on it, that's abalone. And these are regular guitar knobs. So you can get anything you want off of Amazon for that. And the reason I did that was because mine came with broken knobs, and I do not have a 3D printer, so I have to suffer. I have this really cool bag that I got for the G90. I linked this one down in the chat as well. The dirt is from the table. But this is the G90 fits in the bottom of the bag. There's room for the radio and the mic, and it's trying to find, there it is. It's trying to find my face and focus on that, which is hiding behind the bag. There's room for cables and stuff up here. And then on the other side, it's a double-decker pouch. There's room for all the other G90 accessories of goodness. I think it's very frisky, Jody. But I don't know what kind of coupling it is, but you know what I'm talking about, where like if you put an antenna on top of your metal roof, the metal roof's going to be a ground plane whether you like it or not. So I don't know that having the choke right there and then having the coax, an additional 6 inches farther down the line, if it's not going to, recouple anyway. So, proving for another video sometime in the future. So there's the G90. I've got the power cord. I'm plugging in the Denko battery. This is a 6 amp hour battery. It's actually 5.5. Dennis rates it at 5.5, but it's really a 6 because Dennis likes to give you a little extra. So I will tune that in. I didn't hear anybody on frequency, so I run the tuner again, and that could be because 20 meters is shut right now. Actually, it could also be because my coax isn't plugged in. See, this happens to everybody. But the G90 is good enough that it found a dead match, a good match on a SO239 connector.
Larry has been a member of KB3CBS, has been a member for 8 months. He said, hey,
Thank you,
y'all.
Larry.
Larry, thank you. And Hayden said, only 45 likes. Smash it like it's a Dr. Pepper.
Nice.
And I will drink to that.
Hey, now there's signals. Look at that.
Wow, that is harsh and loud.
Whiskey 9 India Mike Sierra, but I don't know what he's doing.
What is this thing?
So on, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm vetching.
On modern radios, I'm not going to say it's okay, but it's a lot more okay than it used to be on older radios to accidentally transmit for a short period of time with no antenna connected. Older radios don't do that. This is a special event station.
14300 is probably open.
This time of night, yeah. Nobody needs rescuing.
James Whited has been a member for 17 months. And
is
he
frequency
said,
in use. Nope.
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
I'm getting there. So you can't ask if the frequency is in use before you tune up on a frequency because you don't have any good SWR to ask. Is frequency in use? It's the frequency in use. Kilo Mike 9 Golf. All right, we've got the antenna all set up. I'm going to switch views back. Switch cameras back. No, this camera's fine. Share out my logger screen again. And so the next thing we need to do is spot. So Jim, can you share out your screen and show them how to do a spot?
Yeah.
Because you don't need to spot yourself. You can. It's not against the rules at all. It's actually highly encouraged and fantastic for results. But anybody can spot you, and you can respot an existing call after you have worked them. You can hit the respot button, or you can just respot somebody that you have heard. But as long as you've actually heard them, don't spot somebody you can't hear.
In the upper right corner underneath your call sign, there'll be a yellow button called Add Spot. Click it. This is the activator call sign. So this is not me. This is Sparky. And what frequency are you on?
14232. No decimals here, which is weird. This is kilohertz, not megahertz.
And your park is?
US 1235. Ridgeway State Park. That is correct.
And spot. Comments is required.
It just yells at you and shakes its angry fist at you.
Well, it also uses incorrect English when it chastises me.
It says comment is required. All right, and then it should pop up in a second as the first spot. And if you were using hammers, then it will also remove that and put that on now.
And this auto refreshes every minute automatically up here in the corner. It shows you that. So you don't have to keep pounding the website. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Normally gives you a little pop-up when Hammers has pulled the internet and realized that you have spotted. So what you do, you have to call CQ, and this is one of the things that you want to take and put a little tiny bit of thought into. Not a lot. Too much thought is a problem. If you are calling CQ and you're like, CQ, this is Kilo Mike. Now, you know what everybody's going to do? They're going to spin the dial and not talk to you because you are boring. So you want to be happy. You want to be excitable. Go ahead, Jim.
Well, no, keep going. You're fine.
So somebody's tuning up on the frequency. I'll work you in a second. You want to be happy and excitable and approachable and sound like you're having fun because you should be. You're at a park and you're doing a Parks on the Air activation. And then people will want to talk to you. The other thing you want to do is people are usually tuning their dial down the band, and you want to talk long enough. You don't want to go CQKM9G and then shut up, because they're gonna hear this blip as they tune by, and then they're gonna try and tune back to find where you were, and you're quiet. How many times have you guys like found a signal and then zeroed in on it and it went silent? So don't do that. Talk a long time. So I'm gonna do CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air, CQ POTA. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf, KM9G, calling CQ Parks on the Air from US 1235, Ridgeway State Park in Colorado. Kilo Mike 9 Golf, QRZ. Uniform Tango Yankee Station, come back. Hey Dave, this is KM9G. You are 5'9" in Colorado. Thanks for the contact. All right, 5'7" Central Texas. Copy that. Thanks for the contact. 73. And so what I do there, and I'll call back in a second. What I do there is I am in control of the frequency. I heard a bunch of pileup. I don't know what it was, and I just picked out something that made sense to me, which was UTY, Dave's call sign, Uniform Tango Yankee. And so I just said Uniform Tango Yankee Station again. You can give people an accurate signal report. He sounded like he was a 5'9" to me, but I started at the bottom of the solar cycle, so everybody today is a 5'9" because the solar cycle's pretty darn good right now. It's on the way back down supposedly, but I don't know because I started at the bottom and everybody sounded like that. So, do your signal reports however you feel like doing your signal reports. Nobody really cares. So I usually just give out 5'9s to everybody. He was not in a park, so I don't log his park. Comments, notes, operator, everything's good. I just hit save, and now I've got one. You need 10. We need to do this a couple more times. If I was still calling at the end of that, I would say thank you, and then he would say whatever, and then I would say KM9G QRZ, like so. KM9G QRZ. Whiskey 8 November Golf Sierra 5'9" Colorado. Copy the 5'5" Washington State. Thank you for the contact. And it should have done a lookup, but I'm using a new version of the software here. So 73, my friend, this is Kilo Mike 9 Golf, QRZ. Kilo Tango 0 Alpha Delta Sierra. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. You're not really a 5'9", but I'll give it to you anyway. 5'9" Colorado. All right, and see, that was a little hard to hear. It faded out, but I did get enough of it to complete the contact. All right, thank you for the contact, and thank you for using the club call. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf, QRZ.
What's your grid square, buddy?
My grid square is DM68, Delta Mike 68.
Copy.
And so nobody came back on my QRZ. QRZ means who's calling me in ham speak. So I just do CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air, CQ POTA. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf in US 1235, KM9G, QRZ. And so this is the part where either you blame the band conditions or you blame the Zulu station again. Was that Zulu I heard? Station calling, come back. All right, the band's up and down on me here. I'm going to blame the band this time. Station ending Zulu. I see I can hear him a little bit. Station calling, come again, please. I keep getting just 4 Zulu. I bet that's John. Is that November Juliet 4 Zulu, Locutus of Ham? All right, John, people are watching. I'm going to have to give you a 3-3 on that one. All right, thank you for the contact. I'll give you a 3-3. What's my signal report?
You gave
3-3.
3-3.
Copy the 3-3. Thank you for the contact. 73. That's 4. Copy that, John. Roger that, John. Thank you.
All right. I heard John.
Yeah.
At about a 3-5.
Okay, so it's John's station that sucks. Mine is fantastic.
No, I didn't hear you at all, and I'm in Phoenix.
Oh,
I'm
so it's
using
your station that sucks.
No,
Phoenix is probably too close.
okay. I can
I'm just
change.
I'm going for the wheel of excuses, man. Don't take
It's
it
working.
personal.
It's
Yeah.
working.
All right. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf QRZ.
Let me try Atlanta.
Tango Tango India station again, please. Yeah, you sound really good. You sound really good. I'll give you a 5-9 Colorado. Copy the 5-9 Central Arkansas. Thank you for the contact, 73. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf QRZ. I got Kilo 7 Sierra Papa. Was that all? I got Kilo 7 Sierra Papa Romeo, and I think you said you were in. Come back with the rest of it, the signal report and the state, please. Charlie Alpha, California.
Frank is telling me that you need to go up about 5 because you're right next to some SSTV.
Yeah, I am actually. SSTV is 14,230, and I'm at 14,232. So let me save this one. I am going to go up 5, which is where you would respot. And there's somebody there, so I'm going to go up a little farther. All right, 14,274. I'm going to try that. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Kilo Mike 9 Golf. All right, 14,274, Jim, please.
Okay.
CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air, CQ POTA. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf calling CQ Parks on the air from US 1235 Ridgeway State Park in Colorado. Kilo Mike 9 Golf, QRZ.
All right, he's spotted.
I got Kilo Oscar 4 Tango November Lima QSL. Oh, he's cheating. Can we log that, folks? What do you think?
I've got a YL on 235.
Oh, all right. 235. That's not where I'm at. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf QRZ. I'm at 14,274.
Oh, I missed that memo. I'm sorry.
I think you got the park number, US 1235. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. This is
right.
Kilo Mike 9 Golf calling CQ Parks on the air from US 1235 Ridgeway State Park in Colorado. QRZ.
No, the spot was right.
Kilo Juliet 5 Bravo Quebec Yankee 59 Colorado. All right, I copy the 59 Texas, and thank you for the contact. 73, my friend. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf, QRZ. Kilo 4 Yankee Tango Zulu. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf in Colorado. I'll give you a 5-9. Copy the 5-5 Sugar Charlie. Thank you for the contact, 73. Just to tweak the phonetic alphabet people. November Alpha 5 Tango. That sounds like Lightning Lee. How you doing, Lee? It is. All right, yeah, I guess Colorado to Texas works out. I'll give you a 5-9 Colorado. All right, copy the 5-5. Thank you for the contact, 73. I need one more contact, and then we can do the how to log thing. Oh, got Big Jim. Whiskey Tango 1, Whiskey Tango 1, Whiskey 1-1 Colorado. Copy the 1-3 Georgia. Thank you for the contact, 73. All right, this is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. I'm going QRT. So back to you guys on the frequency, and we'll get back to the live stream and do the log upload. All right, all gone. Jim, are you back on the stream audio?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So I wanted to cap it at 10 instead of like we can do another live stream later on where we go forever, but I wanted to show you guys how to do a log upload. And I don't know what happened. This is usually I use Hammers on my phone and I'm using it all the time, so I'm used to it. This is Hammers Pro, which is a new download here. And normally what it will do is it will look up who people are and it will log in it will log in their state, their grid square, etc. So let me see if I can refresh. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. Look up not found.
I always have to log into QRC. I'm like, come on, really?
Config, integrations, Hammers QRZ API, offline data operator, config. Somewhere in here, I just did this. Oh, it's optimized. Nice to know. Offline first park database for fast lookup storing field operations. Parks available. 75,420 parks. That's a lot of parks. There it is. QRZ. Let's do HamQTH. For some reason, it wasn't looking. And Hammers does have a dark mode, which we're using now, which is nice. Let's try it again. Yeah, we're not going to fool with that too much. Actions, export ADIF. And I'm going to stick this in my downloads folder because I'm lazy right now, but we'll get that later on. And then I need to go back to the POTA website. So let's replace screen sharing with park information. There we go. And that shared out right away. That's nice. Okay, so now I go to, when you are logged in, you have this menu at the top. And for some reason, the login takes like a half a second extra after the screen refreshes to actually get you logged in. We do my log uploads. And then I can click here for the file, and it's going to be in downloads, and it's going to be US-1235. And the call sign KToads is not registered to this account. So I need to log out. And nope, I need to edit my call sign, my log file, because I did put the club call in, but I didn't actually do the club activation. So let me do that really quick, which will actually be another cool thing to show you.
Tortoise said you need to put that in your API you need to put in your API key for your direct logging.
Yes, but I was looking for the lookups to look up your information on QRZ. I also did touch the logging up to QRZ because now Hammers will upload to QRZ directly, which is nice.
Glenn, I think he has to be a paying consumer of QRZ to use the API. I'm not 100% sure. I pay for a QRZ subscription, so.
Okay, so let me come back over here and share out a different screen here. So this is a cool thing here. The ADIF files, I don't know what ADIF stands for, but it is a well-known
data interchange format.
Probably. It is a well-known logging format for moving logs around between my logging software and POTA's website and QRZ.com and your logging software and so on and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is all straight text, so you can very easily come in and edit it. And so everything has, I don't know why they did this, but maybe it's an old-fashioned thing that was necessary, TX_power:2, and then it's the 2 digits, which is why the :2 is there. That's the number of characters. So for SSB up here, it's :3, 3 characters. For the band of 20 meters, it's 3 characters, 20M. So that's what that is. And then it is just the information at the end. All of this can be on one line, and I'm on a Mac, so the backspace key is actually the delete key. So it could all look like this and all be on one line and still work. Sometimes you'll see it with a space at the end. That space is not counted in that count of data in the field that I was just talking about. So you don't need to worry about that too much. But what I need to do is I need to go in and take out the club call sign because I didn't use the club call sign when I was calling out this time. And so since it's just a text file, I'll do find, I'll do replace, and I'll do station. Actually, I need to do the
Andy
open
had me
bracket.
at 5.5, considering the beam was aimed at Colorado. I think that's pretty dang good.
And so I'm going to find station call sign 6 characters K toads, and I'm going to replace it with a blank space there. I'm going to replace it with nothing. So replace all, and now it's all gone. And it left a blank line. It doesn't matter. It's good enough. So we will save that, and then we will. Was that not sharing?
Not your drop down stuff. No, all we see is the editor screen.
Okay, because on this is weird about Restream. On my Restream Studio, I see a great big hole in the screen where that screen share should be. Amateur data interchange format. Perfect, Jim. You nailed it.
I said automated. Colin's probably right because he's.
Yeah, I'd
go with Colin too. I just pulled that out of my pocket.
So I need to sign in again.
My pocket.
So this doesn't appear to be sharing the POTA website to me. Yeah. Is it sharing to you? All right, I'm going to run with it then. Tell me if it ever stops sharing. So back into where we were. We go into my log uploads.
Are you on Mac?
I am on Mac, but I'm also on a crappy internet connection right now.
I mean, I did the exact same thing, and you didn't tell me I wasn't sharing.
It doesn't say it's not sharing. It's just not. I don't see it. I can see it on my screen. The browser tells me. No,
we're looking. We're looking at it.
Just crazy. So I uploaded the ADIF file, and it automatically figured out, because of the data that's in that file, that my call sign is KM9G, my park is US1235. It did a reference lookup to find out that it's Ridgeway State Park, which happens to be in the US program in Colorado, and I did 10 contacts, which y'all were here. You just saw that happen. My logs are correct, and I understand that logs cannot be modified once uploaded. That's mostly true. If you talk to your local log coordinator and it's your call sign has a number in it, then your number references you to that area. That area has a log coordinator who has special access privileges in the database to fix things. It's been so long, we need to figure out how to look that up. But look it up. You'll find out who it is. You email them a copy of your log. You say, I did this, it did that. This shouldn't happen. Please fix this. Be very nice. Don't make the same mistake twice. Hopefully they'll be very nice to you in return, and life will go on happily.
Dennis 89 WM, because at first I thought that was Adam Dennis. Yeah.
Different Dennis, yeah.
Welcome, Dennis. Dennis said you can save some grief by checking the ADIF file in ADIF master before uploading.
Yes.
Pro tip there.
Yeah. My logs are for activations that conform to the Parks on the Air rules and code of conduct. And I think we did that very well tonight. So I'm going to upload for validation. And if you prefer to log on paper, you can actually do a manual log entry, which is pretty cool. And then down here are all the parks that I have activated. And I've activated 24 parks. No, 24 pages of 50 parks per page. Wow, I've done a lot of parks activations. So now it says it's pending. It's going to go into the system and start validating all the entries and everything. And so I did exactly 10 contacts, but it's probably better if you get like a plus or minus percentage, like plus or minus 5%, so like 2 extra contacts or something. When I did my kilo, I got like an extra 100 contacts because I was leaving the park, leaving the state, and didn't want to not have the kilo. So it was worth it to me to stay there for an extra hour or so and get another 100 contacts out of it. 25 pages of 50 parks.
There is POTA a technician can do 10 meters and 6 meters and 2 meters and 440. So for example, in Huntsville, several of us did 2 meter POTA activations on our HTs because they were all park to park. So we got triple bonus special points or whatever. But yeah, you're limited to those bands 10, 6, 2, and 70, but yeah, you can. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you could also do CW on the bands that you have CW privileges on, like 40 meters if you wanted to, because technicians do have some CW privileges on some real bands too. Today we were 2 and 2. So no, 3, 3 and 2. 3 vehicles, 3 people, 2 people. And while we were driving through the Gunnison Conservation Area, which is a BLM land, which is a registered park 9495, I think is the park number. We all just did 2 meter activation back and forth between the cars. And then because there wasn't enough people, 3, 3, and 2 is not 10 contacts. We also did 70 centimeters. So we took all of our dual band mobiles and swapped over another band and contacted each other again. And have fun is really the name of the game. This is not a strict hate everybody's guts, out for blood type program. So that was well within the rules. That it was in what I would consider the spirit of ham radio. And we all did make legitimate contacts
Right.
over the radio, and like they'll call and like, everybody here say hi, and then all right, I just log you all down. That might be bending the rules a little bit. Let's look and see if that log uploaded. And it says process Ridgeway State Park, and it tells me that I've logged 10 QSOs, and out of those 10 were accepted, and they were all phone. You can do phone, you can do CW, you can do data, which is really any data mode. And we were having a conversation today because something I want to try is, can you do 11 meters because it's RF? And you can say I can say my call sign right now on YouTube. Kilo Mike 9 Golf is my call sign. YouTube is not a ham radio band. I realize I'm not making a contact with you now, but what I'm saying is I can hear your call sign over 11 meters, which is not a ham band. Can I still log that? That's a interesting question. But you could do Meshtastic, which is 70 centimeters. It's inside. It's, if you had no, not 70. There is a 433 megahertz Meshtastic, but there's also a 915 megahertz Meshtastic, which is also inside of the ham band. So you could use your ham call sign and you could make Meshtastic contacts back and forth and then log that up. As long as it's a two-way contact and you meet the rules of a contact, you can do it.
Right.
So that would be, something fun to do. You could do an APRS activation where I send you an APRS message and you send me back an APRS message, and I can count that. To me, my personal view is, as long as it is a two-way contact over radio,
good enough.
It works.
That's right. Yeah.
So that got logged. What's that?
Oh, Vern just dropped in. I mean, he dropped in late. He's in the seats all the way in the back.
Right. So activated US states, you can now see that I've got Colorado as activated. And this is actually my third Parks on the Air activation for today.
And, Steve mentioned this, and we've had people we've talked to that have gotten, this is about having fun. At the end of the day, no matter how many parks you've activated or how many states, hunted or activated, okay, that and $8 will get you a small coffee at Starbucks. You're doing it to play radio. Did I bore you that badly, or?
No, I was playing around with the giveaway tool. I want to just see. We're not going to do a giveaway, but I just want to play with the giveaway tool.
Giveaway, people. So calm down. No more free stuff today. Calm down.
You're gonna see behind the curtains. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. I am the great and powerful Oz.
So anyway, while Oz is setting that up, yeah, that would be my biggest point, because I have heard people vetching about POTA, and you can't be here and you can't do this, and that's not fair. And it's like, okay, if you have all them blocks that are green, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that and $1.25 will get you a cup of coffee. And
I don't know where you're
not having
coffee,
that and $1.25 will get you a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
See where I was going with that?
Yeah, I see that.
So yeah, like
Kleinodev, I can never remember how to say your name, dude. Just because my people don't like garlic or crosses or sunlight, don't hate. Don't hate. Right. Be accepting. Embrace the
test giveaway.
Embrace those of us who are dwellers of the darkness.
No prize, people. Number of winners. Let's do 4 winners and see what happens.
I like it. Exclude duplicates. I would turn that on.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually helpful if you type it in as many times as you want. It actually helps the algorithm tell the world that ham radio is awesome.
True.
Minimum of mention. So anyway, we went through all of this before, but we changed the countdown to the Wheel of Fortune. Let's do the spinning names version.
Jason Lockwood, thank you for the $2 super chat. Appreciate it, my friend.
Oh, this is a different one. Oh, Nasser, I contacted you. We made a contact on HF today on 20 meters. Thank you.
Yeah, he mentioned that in the chat, but you were on a roll.
Yeah.
Like when
so I'm going to spin. This is
Harbor.
This is a different carousel. So spin. And see how it's only showing you like 7 names at a time? 7 out of 180 or so. Kevin, you didn't win. Congratulations. That was number 1. See, this is prettier. This seems more climactic.
I like that. I like that better than the Wheel of Feelings.
Yeah. 4-5. You didn't win. Congratulations. This is fun. I like not giving stuff away. It's more fun to give stuff away, but
Yes, 4-5. You can has a test. Glenn,
you won. And it's got the list of winners at the bottom. Glenn is the last winner. What happens? No, Glenn is not. Glenn is the penultimate winner. The last winner is.
Look at you with that declarative.
I like penultimate because people think that it's like better than ultimate, but it's not. It's actually one less than ultimate.
One less.
Vern, awesome. Vern, you didn't win either. So that's 4 winners. Now I get to view all winners. Cool. What can I do when I go to profile, go to comment, replace? I can replace Kevin. Substitute reason. Not a winner. I mean, you're a winner in my book, but not in this test.
Kevin got 32 QSOs from US 5510. That and $3 will get you a Mexican Coke from Sheets. Not in Alabama, it won't, my friend, because there ain't no sheet in Alabama.
So removing Kevin as a winner just automatically put in the other TO. Congratulations on not winning. But that was even less anticlimactic. It's like, done. We just substituted another winner. You don't get to see any spinning carousel.
Yeah, when they reham it, that'll be a little easier.
So cool. So we got to test out a new giveaway tool. We got to do a successful Parks on the Air activation. That's 3 in one day for me. That's a new record. Three different POTA entities. Ooh, how many do we need for a rove? There's a thing if you activate so many in a radar rove or something. Perhaps if there was some website that went over all the rules that we could do.
I don't know. You know how much I know about POTA. We've covered it.
All right, so let me see. Let me share that page back out. We're over time. How are you doing for time, Jim?
I need to make water pretty soon. Frank is saying that is counting everyone in the chat. There's not a specific keyword.
There was no keyword. That is absolutely correct.
There was no keyword the first time. And I didn't type anything that time. I know.
Yeah, they counted every single comment in the chat, no filter. But there was filtering. We did look at that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Activator reference. No. Hunter Guide. Awards. Radar. Activating 5 references. Oh, I got to do 2 more POTAs today in order to do that.
I told you it was 5. I thought it was 5. I remember that from somewhere. I think from Sean. Oh, geez.
Cutco?
Yeah, Cutco.
KX9X, yeah.
KX9X. I knew there was X's and a 9 in there. Because he was talking, he did a satellite rove, and I thought he mentioned it. Don and I shockingly agree on Buc-ee's is awesome. So
nice. Congrats to the non-winners. That's right, Jimmy. All right, so we ran out of time for questions. Speaking of questions, there is a form in the description. We will be doing our first Monday questionnaire, not next Monday, but the Monday after that. So get your questions in there and ask tons of POTA questions. This would actually be a fantastic time. We don't know everything, but we think we do. And we'd be happy to act like we do and give you an authoritatively delivered non-true answer. Did that make sense? Did that work?
Non-true answer.
Nice, Glenn. And I have, Glenn's a camera guy, so he knows, but I have bright light behind me washing me out, so I'm, dark.
Liberty, we're using Restream.io.
POTA on Aloysius, that's right.
Yes, Izzo, you're correct. Right. I need a smoke and a soda right now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So technically, TO is on Starlink. No, TO is on T-Mobile. TO does no longer own Starlink. I sold it a while back. We talked about it on Jason's stream last night. I think that the dish that I have is going to be obsoleted before it's actually obsolete, and I wanted to make sure it got into somebody else's hands. This might consume less bandwidth. I'm also doing 720p on my camera just to also conserve bandwidth because I'm right on the limit. Yeah, so this is my first. So I need to do 4 more POTA entities today.
I mean, Joe Brett, once he got me,
Yeah, I know. That was it. It doesn't get any better than that.
Right. The important, yeah, Joe Dowling. That's correct. The important part is to sound like we know.
And Frank wants to remind us about ham licensing. If you guys would like to upgrade or get your license, there is a link in the description. We do a fourth Monday. So first Monday Q&A, fourth Monday ham licensing session. That way you can't cheat on your ham test. Gives you at least 4 weeks to ask us a bunch of questions and then determine whether we're right or not, and then go take your ham test. But you can take your ham test online from the comfort of your own bathroom, and we will be potentially your exam proctors, your volunteer examiners, and get you your upgrade or your test. And I actually wasn't joking about the bathroom. Because it's a remote session, we have to do some extra stuff. We
I
have to
have tested
verify that
people in their
you're not
bathroom. Yeah.
cheating. And what people will do is they'll put notes on their ceiling, and they'll go, what is the national calling frequency on 2 meters? I wonder. And then they're reading all the notes on the ceiling. And then, 146.52 is the answer. So we have to watch you to verify that you're not cheating. So the easiest way to do that is to go into your uncluttered room. If you're in your ham shack and you've got ham radio stuff all around you, it's too easy just to look at the mouse pad that you got from Quirky QRP that gives you the band plan.
You want to address that, or are we going to ignore that?
What's the next frequency frenzy? We need to figure out a schedule for that of some note. And we also need to figure out, I don't know the legality of this, and we've kind of discussed it behind the scenes, but I would like to have the person who wins the hand win a prize, a $20 Baofeng or something like that. But I don't know how that interferes with pecuniary interest rules, because some people are really sad hams and like to ruin other people's fun, and you would technically be operating your radio for an opportunity to win something. However, if you tune into 7180 to the old Missnet, they just ask you straight up for $10 on the air.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think anybody cares except for the sad hams.
I'm not a lawyer, but I've seen every episode of Law and Order with Lenny on it. And I cannot see that it's not gambling, because there's no house interest in this, right?
Yeah, you're not paying for anything. You just happen to, win some free prize.
Everybody has the same chance to get it. There's no money involved. We're not getting any money out of it, other than the pittance that we get when we're streaming. And there's 170 of yous. That was some Chicago talk there. There's 170 of you heathens out there right now. I mean, T.O. might have made $3 or $4 on this entire stream.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's, rolling in the dough.
So yeah, I mean, maybe we can just do it at the end of every hand, regardless of who won. We do a random comment drawing, which we already do. But there's got to be some way to make it more exciting. But yeah, it's fun to play, but it's hard to stream.
Yeah.
So right now we've been doing it on the holidays, but I mean, we need to put that effort. We can't waste that effort.
No LA Law reference. I never watched that.
Dun dun.
I watched every episode of the original Law and Order and Criminal Intent. Mm-hmm. Not a huge SVU fan. Not too much. Yeah. Original stuff with Ice-T and Richard Belzer. It was pretty funny. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming. And links in the description for the station that I used today and for the antenna that was given away today. And like I said, Dane, I will not ship that out until sometime next week when I get back to a more civilized version of civilization. This week we're out in Colorado at Ridgeway State Park hanging out with a bunch of other YouTubers and doing a whole bunch of POTA stuff, which is why I have 3 in my Mountain Time day, not my UTC day. Thank you, Dave. All right, I'm hitting the button.
Do it.